Welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today we're going to do some bacon wrapped roast chicken. Now I've done it with, I'm going to use the chicken thighs. I've got half a dozen chicken thighs here and we're going to wrap it around with, we're going to fill it with cheese, and I'm going to wrap it around with some nice pieces of prosciutto. You can wrap it around with bacon if you want to, but I find that this prosciutto gives it a nicer flavour. But first of all, before I start, I've got here in a baking dish, I like to do this beforehand and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. I've got here half a cup or about a cup of chopped celery in here, and I've got one medium chopped onion, and then I've got about half a can of diced tomatoes in here. I've seasoned it with salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil. I've put that into the oven for about 20 minutes on an oven that I've heated up before, about 200. So that is all softened up, and that would be a lovely bed to put this roast chicken on. So there we go. Now I've got that on the side, I've done that. Now what I do is here, I've made a paste. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got some nice parsley through it, chopped parsley through it. I've got a zest of a lemon in there. You don't have to, or less you can put some chopped garlic in there. Or you can either have it with the garlic or without the garlic. And what I do now is I've got my chicken thighs. You can do this with chicken breast, but I find the thighs have got a nicer moisture meat. It's not as dry. So I like to do these particular ones with the thighs. What I'm going to do now, and then I've got some nice cheese, so I'm going to put inside the stuffing. So there we go. Now I'm going to put some of this nice butter and parsley in one of the sides of the chicken thighs, like that. Just spread it on one of the sides. Okay, and then we're going to put the cheese on top of that, and then we're going to wrap it around. So that's all you do. It's very simple, very quick. It's a lovely roast chicken. It could be served with vegetables, or else you've got that lovely flavour of that tomato and that onion and that celery. When you bake it, I just bake them on one side for about 15 minutes, and then I turn them around and I absorb all that beautiful flavour of that celery and onion and tomato base. So what I do now is just put that all on there. I've already done 3 there because I've got half a dozen chicken thighs here, and a couple of tablespoons of butter and parsley is plenty. You can put as much as you like. There you go. Now I'm going to sprinkle them with a little bit of pepper. I've already put a bit of salt in that butter and parsley, so that's got enough flavour. Now all we do is we just put the cheese on in the middle. You can have, this is just a nice coon cheese or a melting cheese, whatever you've got inside, as long as it's got a nice flavour to it. Just put enough that you can just put it inside, just like that. Very simple, very quick, no trouble. There we go, we put another piece in there, just enough to have that like that. Now, this prosciutto is really nice because it's got beautiful pieces just cut like that, nice and thin. You can have the bacon, but do it with the prosciutto, it's really nice. So just turn that over the cheese, right? We'll turn it over the cheese and press it down. Now, we've got the prosciutto here. What we do is we roll it up, put that in the middle, just roll it up. And there, you can put a toothpick there if you want to, but I find that the prosciutto is really nice and long, and it covers it up very good. There you go. You do the same thing, just roll it around. The same thing there again. That is very quick. It's a lovely roast dinner. So simple, but I like to soften those vegetables up before I put this chicken in there. It just sort of makes it. Now what you do is place these chicken pieces with the prosciutto or the bacon, whatever you prefer. I've got half a dozen here, and they are just nice in this baking dish. Now, I'll give them about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll turn them over, and then give them another 15 or 20 minutes until they're just nice and brown. You'll see the thigh cooks nicer than it's not as dry as the chicken breast. So I like the thigh. Give it a go and try. That's all there is to it. So what I'll do now is I'll just bake that, as I said, for 15-20 minutes, and I'll turn them over and put them in there, and you've got it ready. It'll keep nice. You can put a piece of alfoil on top of it to keep it warm until you're ready to serve it. I would serve that by putting that lovely tomato thing all over it. You can put a bit of rice, you can make some rice with it and put one of these on the rice, or you could serve it with vegetables. Now, I'll just put that back in the oven again, and that is all to it. So I hope you try it. It's a real nice, quick chicken dish. Thank you very much for looking. Thank you. Bye.